Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you doing tonight? So I decided to open a Jace Signature Spellbook. This one is a little less risky than the Gideon one I had opened before. The Gideon one really wasn't worth what they sell for unless you got one of the big foils. And there's only 2 valuable foils in that set. I happened to pull the best one, so that was awesome. So I actually got some good value out of that one. The Jace is a little less risky because the basic cards in the set already are pretty equivalent to the value of what I paid for these. So the foil's just cream on the top. And this one, you do have the chance of getting the Mystical Tutor foil, which is like a $14 card. Or the Counterspell foil is actually like a $12 card. The Brainstorm foil is like a $10 card. So the least expensive foil is still $1.47. The Threads of Disloyalty. And even the Blue Elemental Blast is worth a couple bucks, and the Gifts Ungiven's worth a couple bucks. So there's some decent foils in here, and like I said, the basic cards already are worth the value that I paid for the whole thing, the whole spellbook here. So let's kind of break in here and see what we get, and I'll go over all the cards and we'll take a look. I gotta take the plastic off first before I show you the back, or else it'll just be Reflection City. So, okay, these are very foily, very shiny. So here's a look at the 8 cards you get in the set. Of course, you get the Jace Signature, his original Planeswalker card. You get Negate, Blue Elemental Blast, Counterspell, Gifts Ungiven, Brainstorm, Threads of Disloyalty, and the Mystical Tutor, which is awesome. And then you got your surprise foil, whichever one. It could be any of these 8 cards as a foil. Sculpt Minds in Style. Outwit your opponent with his dazzling collection of iconic spells featuring Jace Signature. Woo! So it's got a cool cover to it. It kind of reminds me of what was that movie? Mothman Prophecies or whatever. Anyways, I figured this would be a good one to open, considering they just announced Chandra Spellbook's coming out soon, and that one I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully they put something spicy like the Mystical Tutor they put in here in the Chandra's Spellbook. So we'll see with that. I don't like how they glued these in here because I'm always worried about damaging the cards. The mind can be your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. Jace Signature. Or maybe somebody probably said that before. You know, Art of War, maybe. Anyway, so there's the box. They are pretty slick boxes. Oh, this one actually comes out. The Gideon stops. It doesn't let you pull it all the way out. So that's kind of weird. Alright, so the box is pretty neat. Although that is a lot of extra cardboard for really no reason. Wasn't Wizards trying to save the planet a while back? Anyway. So, let's break in and see what we get. I forget the order of these, so I might accidentally give away the foil right off the bat. That would be bad. That would be bad. Oh boy, these packs do not want to open. There we go. I think the foil is the top one, or is it the first one? Let me see. Oh, it's the top one. Oh, it's Counterspell. That's the foil we got. So. It was the first one. I forgot. I should have pulled it away. But the Counterspell is actually a $12 foil. Can you believe that? It's just a Counterspell. It's because the Counterspell didn't have any foils in the original printings. So the only way you can get a foil is with this reprint. So, or I think they've reprinted a master set. You can get the foil, but the foil Counterspells are pretty rare. So. Not too shabby. So we got an extra, like I said, pretty much the cards are about $22, and the box goes for about $25 on average. I didn't pay that for this one. I bundled it in with a bunch of other stuff and got it a little cheaper. But so this $12 foil makes it what, about a $35 or $34 out of my $20-something investment. So I'm happy with that. So there we go. It's offset though. Anybody else notice that? It's totally offset. Look at that. It's like thicker on this side than it is on the other side. Is it offset on both sides? Yeah, it looks like it's offset on both sides. So not the best foil, but it's a Counterspell foil. So here's our cards. We've got the Threads of Disloyalty. Enchant creature with a converted mana cost 2 or less. You control enchanted creature. So a good way to steal a creature. Not sure why it's so low on the value list. It's a cool card. Anything that lets you steal your opponent's creature is pretty brutal. Negate. Counter target non-creature spell for 1 blue, 1 colorless. With Jace's up-close face upside down and right side up on it. How many of you just got dizzy there? And then there's our Mystical Tutor. Such a great card. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal that card, and then shuffle your library and put it on top of it. For 1 blue. You cannot beat that. I've always been a big fan of Mystical Tutors. Used to have a lot of them, the original Mirage ones, before I sold my collection, which makes me cry. Gifts Ungiven. Literally had a stack of them because I love the card. Gifts Ungiven. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard, the rest into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Frankly, I think this should be at the bottom of the value list because I don't like giving my opponent that much power to choose. But, you know, there's your counterspell without the foily goodness on it. That one's much better centered. Why come that couldn't be the foil? What the hell? Then we got our Brainstorm. Brainstorm's a great card. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. It's basically like a scry that lets you, a scry 3 that lets you draw 1, basically, for 1 blue mana. You can't beat that. The only downside is you're stuck with those cards on top of your library, whether you want them there or not. So that's the only benefit to scries. You can get rid of them. Blue Elemental Blast. Of course, you shouldn't be putting bad cards in your deck that aren't going to help you anyway. So there's that. Counter target red spell or destroy target red permanent. Choose one. And then we got our Jace Balaran Planeswalker. So there he is. Good old 3-drop Jace. +2 is each player draws a card. His -1 is target player draws a card. -10 is target player puts the top 20 cards of their library into their graveyard. So he's kind of like a milling Planeswalker. So, but he does give you card draw. You could use him just to draw three cards, you know, an extra card for 3 turns in a row and then let him die. You know, there's that. So, or you could draw 2 cards in a row and then put his +2 on them, then draw a couple more, put his +2 on them. So you're giving your opponent 1 card draw for every 3 cards you draw. Not bad. So he was a mythic. The rest are all rares in the set, but they weren't rares originally. A lot of them were commons and uncommons. But there you have it. We got our foil was the counterspell, so not a bad little pull there. The best foil obviously would have been the Mystical Tutor, but believe it or not, the Mystical Tutor foil is not really worth a whole lot more than the regular Mystical Tutor. The Tutor alone is like $11 and the foil is like $14, so it's not a huge foil markup on the Mystical Tutor, which is kind of rare or kind of weird to me because Mystical Tutor didn't have foils. There was no foils in Mirage, but I think Mystical Tutor's been reprinted a few times in the Masters sets, and there was foils of it in there, so that's probably why. But Counterspell was too, so I'm confused. I don't know. I don't make the prices. I don't set the rules. I just look at things on the interwebs. All right, guys. I hope you liked the opening video, and let me know what you think of these signature spell books and what you think is going to be in the Chandra book, because that's an exciting one. I can't wait to see that one. I love Red, and I love Chandra. I think she's probably my favorite Planeswalker, because I haven't seen a Chandra that I don't like. I mean, there's a couple of them got kind of high casting costs, but as far as her abilities, I really like her abilities on pretty much all of them. There's the one that just pumps up elementals, but still, you could build a deck around that, and she'd still be really, really brutal in the deck. So there's that. So let me know what you think of this, and I appreciate every like and share and sub you guys throw my way. And I love all the comments. I love chatting with you guys, so keep the comments coming. And there's probably a couple more video suggestions up in the top corners there for you to check out. So check some of those out and let me know what you think. All right, guys. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.